Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a special squad building challenge Marcus Rashford player review. So the Englishman who wears the number 19 was available as a special FUTWIZ SBC. I completed the challenge and I've unlocked the special Rashford, who's 81 rated with 92 pace, 82 dribbling and 78 shooting. He is 5'11", of course, high-low work rates, and he has that 3-star skills and weak foot, which are kind of average, and he is right-footed as a striker, by the way. So a couple of different squad options you could use the Man United striker in. The first one, I've got a full English team, his home nation, of course. I've got a couple of the special players in there. Movember Henderson, we've got Squad Building Challenge Barry, and Jermaine Defoe too. But this is the team I actually used Marcus Rashford in. It is a 4-3-3, number 4 variant, with lots of special players all over the place. We've got Ruffier, De Rossi, Dembele, and also Player of the Month Eden Hazard as well. So when you take a look at Rashford's in-games, first off, I was a little bit disappointed. I thought some of these stats looked kind of average, I'm not going to lie. Of course, he has got great pace, and that sort of physical stats are always going to look decent. But yeah, some of them skill stats really didn't impress me too much. In the end, I went with the marksman chemistry style, as I like to do on quite a few strikers actually, especially the ones with pace. I like to try and boost their dribbling, shooting and physical as much as I possibly can. As you can see, we got Rashford up to like 70 strength, which is still not great in my opinion, but his dribbling and shooting went up nicely. So let's talk pros and cons then about the Englishman. We'll get the negatives out of the way first. Like I just said, that strength wasn't very good. Even when I boosted it somewhat, he still felt pretty weak. You can see it in his in the way he looks in game. He's like a very slender guy, very thin, and it looks like he could be blown over by the wind, and he almost can. He does feel very weak, I'm not gonna lie. And then you have that issue of the skills and weak foot. Only 3-star in each of the categories means that 1, you can only do a maximum of like a roulette, and then 2, I definitely wouldn't recommend shooting on that left foot. Because he doesn't have like great long shots and some of his shooting stats are a little lower than some of the players we've covered lately, I definitely wouldn't recommend shooting on the weaker foot. Sometimes it can be difficult enough on the stronger one. So moving on then to the positives, I actually did really enjoy Rashford. He was a solid player that did score me lots of goals, even though he's a lot lower rated and has a lot worse stats than some of the people we've used as of late. Obviously, the main thing you notice about this guy is that he is super quick. He is absolutely rapid, especially off the mark. His sprint speed is also decent, but really that acceleration is what impressed me the most. And he has got super high agility as well. Very high stat in that category, means that he's able to twist and turn, and his center of gravity actually feels pretty decent for someone who is like 5'11" or whatever he actually is in terms of height. His positioning in game impressed me. I wasn't expecting him to play in the right zones all of the time. I was kind of expecting him to hold the play up somewhat sometimes, but no, he was ready and running through, ready to receive the through ball, to which my great midfield did play it through to him a lot of times. And of course, that is your ideal scenario. You want to play that ball through to Rashford so that he can sprint past the defenders, because they're not really going to catch him unless they are some of the quicker and more elite centre-backs on the game. His stamina was also great. It's something that you really notice after around the 70th minute with a player like this. A lot of players will run out of steam, but Rashford certainly doesn't. He's got a lot of fuel left in the tank towards the end of the game, and in some game modes where you move on into extra time, that's extremely important. You know, you don't necessarily have to make a substitute. He still feels quick, still feels agile, and is able to score goals, which is, of course, his main aim. And then finally, as you'll have noticed from a lot of the goals that we scored today, his low-driven shots were really impressive. I actually found myself using this technique for most of the shots that I got one-on-one in front of goal, because they seem to work more than if I was to just hold shoot normally and he would get a bit of height on the shot. The goalkeeper seemed to save it in those instances, so I would definitely recommend double tapping that shoot button and using the low driven shot. So there you have it, a very positive review on the squad building challenge. Marcus Rashford, the young talent from Manchester United, has a very good special item on FIFA 17, and I hope he gets more in the future, because I'll be interested to see what stats get boosted. So I hope you now know whether or not he's right for your ultimate team. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.